Hello, it's Max from Celestial Harmony Readings in Reiki. Wow, I almost put 13 in there. Well, there is a 13 in my email address for Celestial Harmony. So celestialharmony13 at outlook.com, by the way, just in case you're wondering, you want to send a message to me or you want to book a reading. And my number to book is area code 416-802-4554. This upcoming week, I will be on Saturday at Thrive Body, Mind, and Soul. And I will be giving readings. The prices are $66 for a half an hour and $99 for 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour, and that's a few decks for me to go through. Now, today I'm going to be pulling two cards, one from one deck, one from another. I'm going to be using these two decks. Okay, the Archangel Oracle card deck and the Archangel Animal deck. And I'll be pulling one card of each. Obviously, I'm always going to stay with tradition. I'm going to give you an animal, and I'll read the animal that I pull from this deck from here as well. So that's a twofer, so stay tuned. And I'm obviously going to give you an angel number, okay? So what we're going to do first is we're going to knock some great energy into this Archangel Oracle card deck. And I'm going to pull one card for you. And it's compassion. I pull the card of compassion. Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So I'm not sure what situation this is referring to, but oftentimes we go in guns a-blazing. And going in guns a-blazing isn't always the right perspective to take. Sometimes we have to soften our heart and say, you know what, and apply some empathy and say, you know what, maybe this, and determine and look at the situation with compassion and say, you know what, we only operate with what we have, with the knowledge we have and knowledge and skills that we have at the time that we operate, right? So if you take that into perspective, if you look at that, it gives a different perspective. And what the perspective it gives is that everyone is doing the best they can with what the knowledge and skills that they have at the time. So, you know, just look at it with compassion, and that kind of lets people off the hook a bit, right? Because they don't actually mean to harm you; they're just doing it because they think something, and they come to the idea that the right course of action is to harm you, but they're not really doing it intentionally. They're doing it out of compassion. Okay, now I'm going to give you an archangel number, an archangel animal rather. I'm knocking some good energy into this one. And I'm going to say, what do you guys need to know? What animal walks with you, and what can we learn from this animal? And I got gray squirrel. Find new ways of solving problems, Archangel Raphael. Now, it's spring. So the squirrels are out there, the birds and the bees are going. Everyone's having a great time out there right now. The squirrels are having fun. They're creating their nests and stuff like that. Find new ways of solving problems. Well, maybe if we look at it, if we look at our problem with some compassion for ourselves and the people involved, maybe we'll be able to see a different way out. Now, I'm not going to read the books today because I'm trying to get away from that habit. But what I will do is I will pull up Great Squirrel for you. Squirrel. Didn't find squirrel. Squirrel. There's only one kind of squirrel here. There he is. So I'm going to read squirrel for you. Get ready for coming changes, and by lightening your load, clearing out and giving away any goods or material possessions that no longer serve you. The best way to deal with challenging situation, it's before you is to confront it head on and be totally honest with your feelings and thoughts. Be extra vigilant and cautious right now, and be willing to avoid avoid or escape any threatening situation. Prepare for the future by gathering and storing extra food, water, clothing, candles, and money for possible later use. Although you're actively and aggressively pursuing your goals right now, you need to balance this pursuit with more socializing and play. So it's not all about business. It's not all about, moving into your goals, right? It's not all about that. You have to have fun, because life is no fun with no fun. Anyways, I'm going to give you since I have this deck up, or this book up, I'm going to give you an animal. And I have black jaguar. Okay, my finger landed on black jaguar, right? So that's what I'm going to read to you. Okay. Express and enjoy your sensuality and your passion in as many ways possible and as much as you can. For your personal and spiritual growth, it's time to face your fears squarely and let them go. Stop worrying about everything and surrender to what is, and let the future take care of itself. And you know what? I'll take that too. Because there's a couple of situations that I'm wondering about. So yeah, I'll take that too. And now I'm going to give you an angel number. Okay. 829. Look at that right there. 829. Right where my thumb is. The next step in your journey involves you connecting to the voices and messages of the powerful female saints, deities, and masters of the past. They are with you now. Be their voice in this world. That's amazing. Okay, so what do we pick? We picked squirrel, and we picked compassion. And we looked at finding new ways of solving problems. And also, one way to do that is to look at everything from compassionate eyes, right? If you look at it from compassionate eyes, you're gonna find a new way to get around it, right? Because your answer won't be what your first gut instinct is if it's something like very harsh to do, right? So I don't know. I think that it's a beautiful message that I gave you today. Remember, soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. Okay, most importantly, yourself. You have to allow yourself to grow in compassion for those around us. That's how we're going to bring about the Christ consciousness in this earth. That's how we're going to operate and transform the world. All right, with that, I thank you for listening to me today. You have yourself a wonderful day, and namaste.